watch with history only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. Tourists. The observer. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. History only who's in trouble, who's in top, who's in the bubble. The observer.
Years ago, and I said to the guy, I'm not even of that.
Someone mute that Mikey account, please, because I'm not on my. Hang on, I'm on my mod.
Hold on, let me do it. I want to use my first mod power things. Hold on,
Yeah,
where
just
is it?
mute it because people are just trying now. Like
Mikey, yeah.
some.
Let me do it.
That's true. If anyone, I've known that around where I live. If you're Asian, instantly people presume that you're from Pakistan, and they do say that.
Called it.
Yeah, I've been called it all my life. Like, I'm visibly brown. I'm from South Asia. Like, I typically get called that. I don't get called any other racial slur. It's usually the P word.
No, it's wrong, and I think a lot of people are quick to say, "Oh, it's dark humor. It's dark humor."
No, it's not even that. It's not even dark humor.
I don't consider it dark humor.
It's not dark humor. Last night it was funny.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that people, the more people use the word, someone said in the comments, the more people use the word, the more people will normalize it and say, "Oh, it's dark humor." Like it opens up a pathway for people to use it, and then their excuse is dark humor. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm offended by using dark humor.
I don't think it's dark humor. I think
no, it's not at all.
I think for me, the reason why I said it is because I don't take offence to someone calling me the P word because I've been so used to it, and it's just the same way I've had to live with it. Maybe that's wrong of me because I'm not Pakistani, but I've been called that all my life.
But you know the thing is, Dave, just
I don't take offence to it.
like other people do take offence to that word, and I know that it's like obviously I'm not offended because I'm not Pakistani, but some people do take offence to it. A lot of people do because of the connotations behind the word. I've done a whole thing on it when Angie said it.
Are you Pakistani, Dame?
No, I'm Iranian.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I said, like, I can't take offence. But if someone is offended, I'll 100% apologise. I'll take full accountability for that. But I have been called it my whole life. That's why I don't find it offensive.
I just think, do you know, when I've sat and watched, for instance, Top Girl being trolled with that word, crying on her live because of that word, I think anyone would realise that to just not use that word full stop.
I don't think there's any malice behind it, like genuinely I don't. However, that doesn't make it okay. Do you know what I mean? Like when my friends are upset saying something to me about it, you've got to take some accountability for saying it, whether you're saying it and you think it's a joke or not, whether you're offended or not. Like Topnut saying he's not offended, which I know he wouldn't be, but other people are. Like this has been going on for a year now on this app where it's been called out.
Hey.
Hi, Joe.
Hey. Hey, I think, guys, sorry to just jump on this. I'm seeing this a lot going on with the casual slurs and the uses of language spoken. It's normalizing people in groups to be able to do it. It needs to just stop, and it should be allowed altogether. This is what I don't understand, one way or another.
Yeah.
It's not okay to be using any slurs, and I don't think people should be getting used to being able to feel this way just because it's being said. It's sad. It's really sad to hear people say, "Oh, I'm used to it, so it doesn't affect me." That is not okay.
Hey, Hillary, don't sit there saying that anyone allows anyone to act any kind of way. We're adults. Everyone's in charge of their own shit. So don't sit there and say, "Oh, you allow it. You do this. You do that." Nah, we go at the person. The person who said it is the one who takes accountability for this. I'm not taking accountability for something someone else has said.
Yeah.
All right?
I think it's his reaction. If I'm not going to lie, but it's the fact that he's like, I'm not going to apologise. You know, what I do off the app, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, that...
Yeah, that's just
I'm not
antagonising people more.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here thinking that he is saying it off the app, but it's not a great reaction.
I wish there was some sort of blurb on the screen that could tell people what's going on without having to explain it every...
It did the AI thing just
It's
come up.
good AI. Yeah.
We were having discussions about, what was it?
Someone's saying the P.
But I'm off, right? I'll see you soon. This isn't my place. See you later.
Bye, what?
Bye.
What, do you know, should I be honest with you lot? Do you know what it is, yeah? This app is fucking selective, man. It's fucking selective because it's like, 1 minute you get people like Angie, for instance, that says the P word, and then it's like, oh no one's offensive, she's only said it to da-da-da-da-da. It's like people are selective, people don't stand on business. And when I say people don't stand on business, they don't have the same energy for everyone that does the same thing. So it's like, I can say something, and then maybe Alicia can get something, say something, and then some, like, it's just selective. And that's why things on this app doesn't get taken seriously as it should, is because people don't stand on business, they don't stand on what's right. They stand on things based off whether they like the person, whether they don't like the person. Like, it's just fucked, man. And that's why certain conversations and stuff, people don't take it seriously, because it's just like, today someone's going to say it, and then someone from your friendship is going to say it, and no one's going to say nothing. So, yeah. And what did you say, Torin, about that poor child? Everyone was select. Dimples, respectfully, you look like a starving skeleton. You look malnourished, babe. Don't ever at me, bitch. Don't come at me. Every minute you lot like to mention Gypsy Queen. Let me tell you lot something. I said what I said. I've apologised. Stop mentioning, because I'm going to tell you I don't give a fuck. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Hi everyone. I just wanted to say one thing just before I do my little paid shot and then jump down. I'm sick of everyone. I'm sick of everything. Exactly what Torian said. What Chocolate said was disgusting. Not a good word. Very, very bad. Definitely will speak to him without didn't know he said it. However, it's the thing of wanting anyone else to give a fuck when everyone else is selective little pricks. You want people of different colour and people to care when you all sat with Pearl, who tormented people of colour for 6 months. So do you want the same level of selectiveness when half of you only care about racism when it's clouted? Someone says a word, you all jump up, boxes go, there's 1,000 people in there, womp. You're dragging out people of actual colour's fucking trauma, and the next thing you know, it's forgotten about. It's forgotten about again. It's completely forgotten about, unless you are actively trying to do something, talk about it, consecutively change the app, but change it in real life and perceptions, have real life conversations, then what is, I don't understand. The word's wrong, yes, it's wrong, but this same, I can sit with whoever the fuck I want to sit with. If I'm sitting there talking about my racism, I can sit with who I want to sit with, and that's what I've learned. You all whinged at me when I was in boxes trying to change people's perspective, trying to change racism. No one gave a shit. So now what we can, it's bad as what said, racism's racism. Like, everyone shouted to me, if you can't get rid of it, what do you want everyone to do? Calling people up into fucking boxes for someone else's words is starting to get fucking ridiculous. Because when the racism is directly put towards the said person, no one gives a shit. So yeah, it's wrong. You can have conversations, you can have debates about racism, but this dragging people consecutively when no one gives a shit. No one cared about Pearl, no one cared about Zach, no one cared when Sussy said this or when Sophie apparently said that. When it's friends, the conversation's very quiet. Not you, Elise, I'm talking about
No, in the comments, someone in the comments just said Pearl made a mistake, right? I'll sit in a box with Pearl now, but Pearl called women of colour orangutans twice. You know, it's not... I've come into here because I know people are going to come to me because I'm friends with Chocolate. So I've come here myself to say, like, it's wholly wrong. It's not okay. But you can't sit there and be like, oh, do you know what? She made a mistake. Oh, this one made a mistake. EQ made a mistake. Like, you've got to have the same energy for every single person who
sorry, just quickly, Lisa, before I jump down. I came in here because this is why I don't talk. You all sat on my platform, sat there screaming, DM me 100 times, sitting there in the comments when it would come to, oh, when racism was cool for the 3 months, when this one pal said something. But every single time after that, Nothing. No one gives a shit. I'm not speaking on nothing no more. Hence why I didn't speak on EQ. So when I'm getting constant DMs like now, no one knows what the fuck anyone's going through. So the fact that you constantly all try and draw me out for these fucking combos, then cuss me down, I don't talk about nothing and no one no more when it comes to racism, apart from what I do in real life. This is what I'm trying to explain. So I'm not selective of nothing. I don't talk about anything at all. When it comes to black people, when it comes to Asian people, regardless, I'm done with talking about racism because you lot shit all over me and we have to go for it every single day. And in real life, I'm talking to kids on a regular basis that are sitting there feeling the effects of racism to this day. So I'm done talking on the about all racism, was my point. There's no more selectiveness. End of discussion.
I mean, you're not wrong, Paige. I mean, constantly all you hear is, but this person said it for outrage. This person said that. Like, instantly people make excuse for certain people, and it's fucking pathetic.
I'm just talking from me on my point of how I handled it on here and what I've had to go from this app. And when me and Torin was all sitting there constantly fighting, that's why it's not to do with selective. I've come up and I said what Chocolate says disgusting. Would never say it. Would never allow someone to say it in front of me. However, race in general, even the fact that Dame, when they was joking about me being a race baiter, that's why the jokes were getting made, because we're sick and tired.
Really, the comments brought it back to Pearl. Paigey did not bring it back to Pearl. Come on now.
Yeah, please. I've just mentioned 4 other words. Why are you not talking about Sassias? Why are you not talking about Sophie Bailey in the comments? Why are you not talking about Angie? Why are you not talking about EQ? I mentioned 5 names, honey. 5. But is it because some of you lot like certain people? And some of what you people, especially people that are not even said race to a thing that's meant to be offensive, you're deciding what you deem to be more racist. So you, as white people in the comments, are deciding whether it's racist towards Asian people or racist towards black people. You're deciding the level of racism, what's okay. Are you fucking all right? Have a day off, some of you.
I've not come in to ask anyone to defend or, talk on it. I mentioned Dame because Dame was mentioned and Dame was asked about it. And I don't understand why Dame would, if it's something to do with mods and a question, like a conversation to do with mods and stuff, why would you ask somebody? Because you're not Pakistani, Dame, you're from Iran. I don't understand why, from a conversation about mod interviews and joking about stuff like that, you would ask them. Like, it's the same thing that Caught Assassin, 1 minute, it's the same thing that Caught Assassin did to Angie, and we all said, what the fuck are you doing? So I feel like you've done exactly the same thing to Chocolate, somebody who's not, at least Caught Assassin was Pakistani, you're not even Pakistani. And
so I posted that video and it was Angie did it off her own back and then Caught Assassin was saying to her to say, but regardless, saying the word is not okay.
Especially from somebody somebody who's not Pakistani, saying to somebody, what do you call, because it makes it 10 times worse because you're not Pakistani. What's the shortened word for a Pakistani?
No, can I?
When you know the connotations behind it and why people use it and why they don't use it.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I take full accountability if what I said was wrong.
And apparently you're laughing after you said it.
No, I laugh with everything. Anything awkward, I'll laugh. Everyone that knows me knows that I'll laugh at anything awkward. And one thing I would just say was a follow-up from when we was in Alicia's live. Someone was about to call me the P word, and we was literally taking the piss out of it because they randomly said it. And it was a joke, but it wasn't something that I should have used. I take full accountability on that.
Like you've just said that people have said all your life, and
yeah, and
I
personally don't take offence to it because
you're not Pakistani.
No, it's not because I'm not.
Yeah, because you can't be. You can't be upset if somebody calls me it. I am, because my dad is. I am Pakistani. Do you know what I mean? So
no, I completely get that. What I don't take offence to it because I've been called it all my life, and it was something that I just had to grow up and listen to.
But it doesn't hurt as much because you're not from there.
It does hurt. It does hurt the same amount because if you're talking about it, every South Asian person does get called the P word.
But you just said it doesn't offend you because I'm saying because you're not from there.
It used to. When I was younger, yeah, of course, it used to offend me when someone used to call me that. But over time, I've got used to that being called that. Like when
Well, you're not getting what I'm saying. The effects that I would have is not going to have the same effect as you because you're not Pakistani.
I completely understand that, and I'm
But even
agreeing
for
with
you
that.
making a joke and saying what is the shortened word of a Pakistani and trying to and chocolate is a fucking dickhead for even saying it, right? It's not going to have the same effect that I have out of it.
I completely get that. I think obviously I take full accountability and I have a.
Dame didn't know that he was going to actually say it. Like this isn't
I didn't know
Dame's
that.
fault. You know,
But even
it's like,
asking the question, like, why would you even ask the question?
It was something that it was a joke, and I completely understand that joke shouldn't have been said. I realise that now.
That's ridiculous. Like, Dame's a grown ass adult. Wait, I'm confused. What did Dame do?
I asked.
they were having banter and saying shit like some woman in my box the other day went to call Dame the P word. And
Pearl wants up. Pearl, what do you want, babe?
They were just fucking about, messing about, like doing the whole race baiting thing, taking the piss, and it's gone too far. Chocolate said the word. No one knew Chocolate was going to say the word. Like,
okay, I get you.
You know, but the geezer needs to apologise. He can't just be like.
He shouldn't have said it. End of. I don't get why everyone else gets it yet again. I'm saying my problem was everyone else is getting dragged in, like. But then everyone else is still sitting with people or still doing this and doing that. Like,
I'm not dragged anyone.
Not you, Top Girl. Even the comments trying to say that I was digging you out. That's what I'm saying. There's two women of colour having a discussion on racism, and you lot in the comments are sitting there trying to make it about you lot and messy. You lot are using all of it. Even some in the comments using racism for clout is fucking pathetic.
Mr. Chocolate, do you just want to come and obviously apologise? And
he said he's taking his mum to the doctor.
Doesn't care. He goes, I'm not going to apologise. He's in the comments though, so he's obviously not that busy.
He's not going to take accountability for it. He said it.
I don't know he was back in here.
Well then, if he's not taking accountability for it and people ain't standing on business, then... Who was there even in the boxes?
I wasn't in there when it was said.
So how do you know what was happening? I don't understand. Like,
I wasn't in there either. This is the reason why I came in.
To begin with, and I left.
My name was said 5 times saying I was in the boxes.
Oh, he's back home.
I was not in the boxes. I was in the boxes earlier. Dame asked me the same question. I answered, obviously not in that.
Can we write Pearl and Top Girl? Sorry.
No, I believe
Pearl was mentioned by the comments. People were saying stuff in the comments. It wasn't anyone here that brought Pearl into it. The comments brought Pearl into it because every time something like this happened, her name is brought.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then Pearl, you don't need to come up then.
But that's what I mean. No one's saying that, but I'm saying everyone moaned at me and Tia.
A black club. A lot of Asians use the word. A lot of black people
don't even
use
answer to that one.
Yeah, I did say Pearl's name, Caris, for a reason. I said
we don't respond to Mr. Ope.
Can I talk to Caris, please? Who's been diving my attention in the comments. I mentioned Sophie Bailey's name. You've not mentioned hers and Levi's. Oh, because you sit with them. Okay, cool as well. I mentioned Sassiest. I mentioned Angie. I mentioned EQ. I mentioned CA. There's 6 names for you, Dolan. But if you want to make it about Pearl yet again, so if you really want, because Top Gun and everyone else, now I will bring up names. I'm not saying it in an offensive way, but when Top Gun and everyone sat there and said, we forgive Pearl, they're also not black. But guess what? I can't talk about it or mention it because I get shunned down and the whole live got made where I'm the bad person bringing up racism. It's boring. So my problem is, don't ask me no more for fucking my advice on what I think about racism.
Right.
I don't give a shit no more. You are accepting shit for everyone. Everyone's doing it. Fuck off. Leave me alone. It's that simple. Stop asking everyone else. It's crazy.
Someone jump in today. Like, was it the comments?
The comments mentioning Pearl and everything.
Pearl because the comments started saying some shit about Pearl, and I said about Pearl. It was me. Paige didn't mention her, and no one even fucking said anything bad about her. So all you mix-up people, you piss me off. This is what I'm saying about you trolls in the comment, you faceless accounts. Sort yourself out. It's fucking 2025.
Jessica X705. I'm here.
No one's saying it's okay. Not one person is here saying
exactly. This is what I'm baffled about.
Bruv, you don't just ignore the comments. It's not about Pearl right now. Like Pearl.
I'm not talking about Pearl. It's all the other ones saying why are people here? Why?
Yeah, it's not about her. We don't need to like. If all you Pearl defenders go to her like Pearl, it's not about you. No one's mentioned your name like that. Please.
Can we just stick to the issue?
Yeah, just stick to the topic.
And
Pearl, who asked you to come and like, if you don't want, like, you don't need to. Nobody will ever say to anyone, you know, speak up for this part of racism. Like, you speak up for yourself, and that's it. Like, I'm not asking anyone to speak up for the Pakistani community or anything.
But Top Girl, I've been sticking up for the Pakistan. Like, obviously, I have to come in and say something because I'm here, like, saying to people when people use that word is just as bad as the N-word, and I know the effect it has on people from the Pakistani community, and the connotations behind it. Like, it's not a joke. It's not
a
funny.
joke.
Like, but the thing is, though, like, I get where, like, Alicia, you have always been, like, everyone, like, every different community you'll stand up for, and especially, I know, with the Pakistani community as well.
That's true, Alicia does, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not acting like racism affects me. I'm white. Racism doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. However, my children's grandfather and my children's father, it does affect them.
So can we not just empathise? As white people, can we not empathise and realise that something's wrong and call it out?
Do you know what's funny, yeah? It's only the white people that's telling Alicia that you're offended. Listen, let me just say something, yeah? Alicia can very much sympathise. Yes, she will not know what it actually feels like because she is a white woman. Her kids, her bloodline, her next step to her are mixed race, yeah? She can definitely talk and speak up her mind and have her opinion, because one day it probably will affect her children, and she's going to have to explain to them why people are calling them.
Listen, my kids go to school and get called the white.
So shut the fuck up.
My kids go to school, they're called white P words because their dad is Pakistani. Their granddad.
Hold on, Alicia, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, T. It fucking annoys me.
No, it's fine. Tessa, don't mess. You look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Don't at me. Do you understand me? You look like a cartoon character. Your nose is overlapping your face, you hook. I've told you not. Don't at me because I will cuss you out.
Can I just say something? And I'm going to drop. But I want to apologise to any of the Pakistani community that are offended by asking that question. It was a joke that what I said. Clearly, obviously, it wasn't something that I should have said. I take full accountability, but it wasn't. I didn't know that he was going to say that. I didn't expect him to. Just like when I asked Paige the same question, Paige answered it saying there is no shortened word, and what we done was we modded her. Paige, can you agree with that?
Yeah, literally.
100%. I went with that. It wasn't anything offensive, and I take full accountability. If someone's offended, message me. I'll apologise once again if I need to keep apologising. But it was actually a joke, and when I responded with that, when I responded with the laughing, it wasn't because I was laughing at the fact that he had just been racist. It was laughing because I'm an awkward person. When that sort of stuff happens, I laugh.
Do you know, we had someone come into the box once, me and Dame, and they started calling Dame all the slurs under the sun and started saying crazy shit to me about my kids and that. Dame was laughing because it's awkward. Do you know what I mean? Like, Dame's not the person here who said the word. He shouldn't have
even asked the question.
Yeah, he shouldn't have asked the question, but it's not in a... He's not doing it with malice. Do you know what I mean? It's just taking the piss out of people saying that Paige is a race baiter or whoever's a race baiter.
We love that Paige is a race baiter, but then look at everyone.
Do you know who's in the comments? Remember that Deja account?
Yeah,
Deja said the P word, by the way, I've both heard them say, and they also threatened to put grape on children. So
on
I don't
children,
know why
in my DMs, like, go away.
Deja.
I don't know why Deja's here.
Why are you even in here?
You was laughing in that box, whether it was you or the other person that said the P word that time. And then you talk about
I think that's, you know what it is, like, Dame, because I've known you for so long, I didn't think you would even ask a question like that, and I think that's where my disappointment from you comes, because I never thought, like, because there's no way I would say to anybody about the N-word, because the way Alicia feels about the P-word is me with the N-word, because my daughter is Jamaican. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't even say the P-word. We don't say the N-word in the house. No, her dad doesn't even like it in songs.
I think...
and her dad doesn't even say we've claimed it back because he thinks it's a disgusting word. He doesn't want to claim that word back.
I think I completely understand where you come from, and I apologise to you. But what I was saying is, because I've been called it so much, obviously I'm not Pakistani, but I get offended by it. When I was younger, I used to be called it all the time because I'm darker skinned than general Iranian man. So I've been used to being called it. So it was something that like where I grew up, it was constantly called. It was constantly said. It was something that was normalised to me.
But I'm not going to keep going on, but I'm just trying to say you won't have the same effect that when somebody says it 100%. To me, because you're not from Pakistan.
100%, and I said that. I agreed with you when you said that. I take full accountability, and I apologise.
Thank you for your apology.
I'm gonna
Please
drop out now.
apologize. Unlike some.
I'm gonna drop. Take care, everyone.
See you later.
Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, I know what he's trying to say, Danny.
Yeah, I get what they're both saying. That's how that's why they've come to a nice adult conclusion at the end, and I'm sure they'll speak off app as well. Do you know what I mean? But just listen to people, guys.
So realistically, where do we now go from here?
Everyone's gonna go back to just chatting bullshit and saying we're racist. That's TikTok, Grumpy. You'll learn this. It's TikTok.
Nobody's calling you racist. I'm not calling you.
No, not me. I'm talking about everyone else. The other side as well. I mean, the actual racists. People still sit there, like you said. EQ. Do you not think EQ?
If I'm a troublemaker, why do you follow me?
Oh, and her bio says spread. What does it say?
Let me remove your
Spread
follower.
love and look at God. Okay, so spread more love. Gia.
Exactly. Spread more love, and you need to go look at God because, boy.
The comments are mixed up. The comments are like they're trying to make out like Paigey come up and said about.
I'm not allowed to, by the way. That on its own, you crazy little fuck. So someone has been directly racist to me. Why did you all think you can come storming up during a discussion on racism, telling me I can't say this one lady's name, but I couldn't say anyone else's? It's giving trying to shut me down, honey. It's giving clamp me down. It's giving silence. I'm very confused. Grow up. It's a name. Get the fuck over it. Unfortunately, because of what some people said on this app, when now racism conversations happen, names are always going to get brought up. Like I'm sure chocolate is now in future conversations to do with racism, where this will be mentioned. That's life. If you don't want your name mentioned, like honey, just stop saying racist things. I don't know what more else to say from why I say things and why I've got to explain myself more. It's fucking mad.
You know, the worst thing is, though, right, about the whole situation, like, I get Dame and I get where he's coming from, but what pissed me off about Chocolate is his arrogance and his not seeing it different. And Grumpy said it, like, bro, like, and he talked to him on the level, like, what if somebody from that side said it, the M-word, and he's like, I won't give a fuck. When you really would. Like, you can't say that if you didn't give a fuck.
Nah, he wouldn't.
Your friend would give a fuck.
Top girl,
your family would give a fuck.
But he wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I'm not defending him, but he wouldn't give a shit.
He genuinely wouldn't care.
Like when I was doing the racism stuff, he used to ring me.
That's not fair on the whole community.
No, it's not. Don't say no. Don't. What Top Girl, please? Like, one thing I'll say is please don't talk on like I said. I've not once talked on your community or said you shouldn't feel like this.
I'm talking from my daughter's side.
No, I'm talking as a black woman though. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I'm talking.
But so can you let me finish what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, it took me a minute. If you let me land. It took me a minute to even be comfortable with that he doesn't care about certain stuff with racism. But if I, as a person of colour, as a woman of colour, as a black woman, right, or as a mixed race or whatever, can sit there and say, listen to him as a black man, his feelings, you also have no right or... I
have every right to have
no, can I finish, please, Top Girl, please? Entitlement to say how he feels as a black man when it comes to racism towards black people. Towards him, what he feels and say. You can say what your daughter feels. You can say what you believe racism shouldn't be, and that's what I'm saying, but in times where I've had to come to terms with on my own, on this app too, you cannot tell no one how to feel when it comes to their own feelings towards racism when it affects them. They've gone through it their whole life. You will never know what it's like, neither will your daughter, respectfully, to grow up as a black man, right? In the times we did as well. So I'm not saying what he said was right, I'm not defending him, but I'm saying though, when it comes, this is what I'm sick of on this app and the entitlement and selectiveness. Stop telling people how to feel within their own racism. You can say what's right outwardly. He shouldn't say things on the app. We need to make sure that we are aware 1,000,000%. But when it comes to our own self-reflection, we're not talking about what he's saying, what he can say. We're talking about, you said how he wouldn't care if someone called him the N-word. Like, we can't say that. Whether we think it's right or wrong, that's his feeling, that's his race journey. The same way I'm like really passionate about stuff and some people don't give a shit and sit with racists. We got to now start letting people do what the fuck they want to do. And when it affects them directly, who is anyone to do anything? And you don't want the beef. No, I did try and sort shit on the app, but then I stopped doing it because everyone winked at me, cried at me, made me heavily depressed for 6 months, threatened to dox my children on a regular basis, did dox me in the end, threatened my life, all because I spoke on racism. So now, when all of you are doing my DMs, stop doing it. Gia, I will hold a breath when you wash your pum-pum.
Right, have you landed? Paigey, it's a conversation. Have you landed?
Top Girl, without your attitude, I don't know why I'm supposed to be friends as well. You need to take the attitude and tone out of your voice. I'm not talking to you.
No, because you're telling me to...
No, I've muted my mic, Top Girl.
Oh my God.
Come on, I've muted my mic. You don't
right, so well, just say it then.
I've muted my mic. You know I've
Anyway,
landed.
so I with me, racism is in one category. It's not one racism is above the other. So when somebody says something racism, I can call it out, and then I can choose, in my opinion and in my own feelings, if I want to forgive that person and move on. I'm not one of them people who holds a grudge for the rest of their life. So if I choose for myself, just like chocolate has, to say something's not right, then I can do that, can I not? And I can talk for my daughter, because my daughter does already go through the same shit. Yeah. She's not going to obviously understand how a black man feels, but she will understand how a black woman feels.
Yeah, exactly. But Top Girl, you didn't hear a word I just said.
I did.
I know, because you've got every right to feel how you're feeling. You've got every single right. I'm saying, not to do this situation. I'm saying when you just said that conversation of he shouldn't care about if someone called him the N-word, him. Not whether someone said the N-word, Top Girl, or raising. You need to listen. Because then if I start shouting, if I had the attitude you just had, I'll get cussed out in these comments.
I'm not shouting.
Okay, I don't have it.
This is not me shouting.
Okay, no, I'm saying a minute ago, the attitude, you know how your voice rose a little bit towards me, I'm saying? That's how you're okay, that's how I felt. So what I'm saying to you is, if I done that now, and especially with racism, it's a boring thing, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying to you, when it comes to an individual person, Top Girl, I'm also going to be a black man ever, Top Girl. I'll never also experience what he's gone through, or how he can take racism. And you can't change that. My point is, we will go mad trying to change people's individual feelings towards themselves and how they are when it comes to their own race. But we can change people's opinions and empathy 1,000,000%. That's what I'm talking about.
Chocolate, he chooses not to let it just doesn't offend him. Racism doesn't offend him, but I think he knows what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And this is my point here. It doesn't, just because you're not offended by people being racist towards you, it doesn't mean that it's okay for you to use that particular slur and then act like it's nothing and nobody should be offended and you don't care. Do you know what I mean? And Top Girl is you can be offended because your child is half Jamaican. I completely get it. I think it's just tensions are high right now, and you two don't need to get into an argument about it. I get what Paige is saying. I get what Tom.
I'm not. This thing. I'm so very calm. I'm not arguing. I agree with everything everyone's saying. I hate this whole as well. People think I'm on this defensiveness thing. No one's. I've agreed with everything Top Girl said. The only thing I was talking about was when I was explaining why chocolate wouldn't ban the N-word offensive.
Yeah, no, I know. I think
I agree that the P word should not be used. As soon as I come in, it's the first thing I said. I would never use it. I would never allow anyone around me to use it. Point blank, period. Any slurs.
Like I said, if you use the N-word, it's not just him as an individual, it goes to a whole community. What I was trying to say, if one person is not offended, it doesn't mean you're not offending a whole community, and that's what you
1,000,000%.
Listen, what's her name? Gavin's mum. Yeah, chocolate is wrong, bro. That's it. He's wrong.
That's it. That's what I don't get. Why everyone's. I don't get what the big debate's even about, and people trying to draw people in, talking about selectiveness when people are saying it's wrong. People got annoyed before because people were saying things weren't wrong. That's why people were getting frustrated, because I'm pretty sure loads of us in this room, when loads of it was going on through the majority of however long last year, if we had conversations, adult conversations, there would have been less beef.
You know, this yellow dot account, this Hillary person, you'll all chill with him. People chill with people that have said shit on this app. Everyone does.
You can't say
people
that
have said shit on this app. Who the fuck are you? Come on,
you have your outrage.
Can we block this Gia Goldie? Oh, irritating.
Personally, myself, I personally won't. That's my feelings. Everyone else is valid just because of his reaction alone.
Yeah, but the thing is, Courtney, and I'm not coming at you here, but you'll say with Alex, and people are offended by something he said because they took what he said as towards kids. Do you know what I mean? Everyone sits with someone who said crazy shit. I sit with people are massively offended by shit they've said. And I just think, you can't force someone to be offended by something. You can't say to someone, no, you can't be offended by that. Everyone's different and everyone's entitled and valid in their feelings. Do you know what I mean? It's just...
you know what really pisses me off, is his arrogance towards it. He was I don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? You don't give a fuck. Just because you don't give a fuck, you're offending a whole people, and the people that you say, you chill with. So if I've always said, if I've offended somebody, even if I'm not offended myself, I'd apologise because I've upset that person, and he doesn't see it like that.
Yeah.
Hi, Gavin.
Yeah.
Hi, Bobo.
So cute. I'll sit in Angie's box right now. Who's going to stop me? Absolutely.
I'm doxing you if you do that.
Do it. I've been doxed.
I get heavily oh fuck.
Oh, look, Chocolate's here now. He can explain it for himself.
What would you like me to explain?
No, I think everyone's just basically saying that you don't want, like, the arrogance and obviously not apologising for what you said.
You know what? I'll be real, yeah? I'm not sorry for what I said. I'll be honest about that. But if I've offended you, Top Girl, obviously I like you, innit? And if I offended the Pakistani community, then I'll apologise for that. However, I'm not apologising to all you other people in the life who it doesn't affect. I couldn't care less. Honestly, I couldn't. Because a lot of you, yeah, you probably say it yourself anyway for starters.
Absolutely fucking not.
No, I'm not talking about you, Courtney. I'm just saying all these trolls in the comments, yeah, that are coming in here saying, oh, he's racist, this, that, and the other.
Mr. Chocolate, wait, sorry, I'm so sorry. Mary Motormouth, don't ever come in here asking people why they're using a slur when you're a fucking wrong'un. Shut the fuck up, yeah? Because what you was doing to Alicia and her family, shut the fuck up. When you were sending things to that guy for Hayley comment, move. Get out of here. Had enough of you lot.
But listen, it is what it is. I said it, innit? I can't take that back. It is what it is. Top Girl, like I said, I'm sorry if I offended you. But that's it. I'm not sorry for what I did in that moment.
Sorry, because people are coming on the moral high ground. They had a lot to say about me, Paige, Alicia, but you chill with people that were trying to get Alicia's kids and all these things about what am I chatting about? What are you going to...
Sending pictures of my dead nan to people.
Move! You shouldn't be here asking any about, oh, you shouldn't use that slur. Fuck off.
Imagine mocking
Go
DV
sit in Comic
victims.
Cab. Go sit in Comic Cab and cuss us all. Because that's what you lot do. Washed up women sitting on forums talking about us. Move.
Oh, yeah, I love Comic Cafe.
There's 7 of you I love from Comic Cap. 7 of you, I love you heavily. 7 of
I
you.
don't love none of them. Fuck them.
Hey, but Mary.
No, Tormin, when you realise you do, you will love like 3, I promise.
You'll love Cecil.
Yeah, you laugh because you know what I'm saying.
Not allowed Cecil. Mary Motormouth said I'm not
cutting
allowed
off Torian because of what she said to Gypsy Queen. Oh, I'm cutting off, which is your right. But at the same time, you're sitting down, sending pictures of Alicia's nan, sitting down with people that have Alicia's children. And you want to sit and hear about your moral high ground.
Even my address.
Her address and everything.
Who are you talking about?
Mary stinking Motormouth.
Oh, she blocked me.
She's also disappointed in Cecil because Cecil, me and Cecil had a little cry the other night and we was having a bit of an emotional time and Cecil let me in her box and was talking and she come in the comments saying how disappointed she is in Cecil that someone like me is in the box.
Hey, big up.
Right, so anyway, let me just say something. Like,
sorry, back to
I just wanted to say to Chocolate, like, you've said sorry to me, and like I do kind of it. What I just want to say is, like, with the N-word, obviously you're not offended by it, but I'm offended by the piece there because I have had it growing up. Like, my daughter gets it from both fucking sides. Being called the N-word, being called the P-word, and she's only fucking 12. So it's not just one person you offend. Is when people like us say it so freely, other people use it against us, and that's what I don't fucking like.
No, Top Girl, listen, I fully hear that, and realistically, I probably shouldn't have said it, but I did. I can't take that back that I said it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You've said it, but I just didn't like the way you came on before and said, I don't give a fuck.
No, do you know why? Because it's the people in the comments here, like on the troll accounts. Come on your real account and say it. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you getting offended for? Because I guarantee half you lot that are getting offended are white anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got no right to get offended.
I just want you to understand, like, it has the same connotations as the N-word, and, you know, because it's not there out there so much, it does have the same effect, and that's what I want people to realise, like, especially with kids nowadays, with all the shit that's going on in the UK anyway, it's fucking bad.
You know, I hear that. Like I said, if I offended you, I apologise. Do you know what I mean?
Mary, your friend sent pictures of my kids, my nan, they sent my address, they sent lots of information to people. I've seen it. That's your mates. That's what you chill with.
All of us just leave, like, all of us, like, not us, because we don't say it apart from
this Deja in the comment. Deja thinks it's okay to wish mad things on children and all these weird things. You're another one. Get out of here, man.
Can we just leave slurs comparing people of colour to primates, any racism slurs, any homophobia? Like, can we not just leave them in 2024 and just cuss each other out old school? like talk about how crap people are and stuff like that.
Thank you, Jade.
Yeah, just call it the bad person they are, not their skin colour.
I mean, no, we can cuss out, but just not use that. You know what I mean? That's not going to offend the
Or
whole
use it
community.
even as a laugh or a joke. Because if we start using it as a laugh and a joke, then it opens the doors for anyone to say it.
Yeah. Sorry, can
You
I
know,
just
our
quickly...
people ain't smart enough.
Courtney, what do you want to say?
Anything else?
No, sorry. This is actually to Mary Mortimer. I don't know if she's still here, but she keeps calling us all hypocrites. Mate, your mates are mods or friends with fucking Swedish Chef who sat in Diageo's box, but you sit and call out Diageo on a daily fucking basis. You're a hypocrite as well, mate. We're all fucking hypocrites. Welcome to the club.
This is what I'm saying.
What I've learned on this app is we do lose some sort of morals on this app, and I do agree with that. I can't remember who said it, but I just feel like we need to bring back the morals that we have in real life onto this app as well.
Just think though, I know it's like the same. There's people that you brush past or work with or chill around. Like no one knows everyone 100% unless you're close people. There's people that may not have the same morals in real life, but you don't all like do a Mean Girls across the table, like attack at each other or start screaming in the middle of the street. Like it's just because the internet, it's just all a bit like oversensitized but hyped at the same time, isn't it? But just no slurs. It's just that simple. Everyone do better.
I just want to say to Alicia, Paigey, obviously Michelle, Torian, obviously for putting you in a situation, like, I do apologise for that too, do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I said it.
You don't put me in a situation. I just don't, like, at the end of the day, I know you're not that what people are trying to say, innit? And I don't want you to fuck it up for yourself. And you get me, like, I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I know how this thing goes. So.
But you know what it is? If you don't like it, guys, literally just block me in it and move. Like, I don't really care.
Deja, I don't want credibility from a child rapist threatener, to be honest. So you can take that credibility and stick it up your cat's food.
Deja, you DM'd me. Do you know what he done? He DM'd me and basically said that he prays that my son becomes a member of the LGBT and he gets raped by older men and all these weird things. So Deja, go away. Like,
yeah, Deja said really weird shit.
Move.
She's very weird.
Move.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen the messages.
Go away. That account even got permanently banned, but I think I sent them to you, Paige. So Paige,
yeah, I'm gonna check out. Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, so go away. Shut up.
I do feel like those are the type of people that should be spoken about on this app. The people who are wishing grape on children and
like you're vile.
This crazy shit that people say.
Right, do you guys need me still? Or do you want to say anything else?
I need you.
I've got to go and see my uncle.
Bye.
Do the comments want to ask me questions?
Oh, chocolate, stop it. No, seriously, stop it.
Just get out.
All right, see you later, guys.
I'm on 333. Is that an angel number at all? Does anyone know?
Yeah, if it's the same number 3 times, it's angel numbers. But you need to look up the meaning. I can't remember.
Or if it's 666.
Apparently, Mary Motormouth's in the box.
No, I don't. I think they want her in the box because they want a big drama. But I'm not. Like them lot know what they did. They know what they're about. I know what they're about, and I tell everyone forever. So.
I'm okay, Upsy Daisy. I said this morning on my live, nobody pissed me off because my son's coming home today, and I was happy. I made a fucking curry and everything, waiting for him to come home, but no, somebody has to piss me off.
It is the 2nd of January.
Number 4's coming. Baby number 4's coming.
I think that that Olivia Grace account, by the way, everyone, is King Kesh, because King Kesh has disappeared. This Olivia Grace account has appeared, and they say absolutely horrific things.
Oh God!
I was thinking actually I'd seen that weirdo for a while.
Can we talk about the fact that thing Remy, who is with Pietro, like?
No, I've been sterilised. Victoria, stop spreading shit.
What?
I'm having baby number 4.
Did I just hear that?
No,
that was very delayed.
It's chatting shit.
It needs to be even numbers.
Stop spreading
I've
rumours
been
on the
sterilised.
internet.
Are you going to have the baby for me?
What did we yesterday, you wee shite? What the fuck's that about? Craig devoted me yesterday.
So did I, Michelle. Craig demoted me as well yesterday. Do you think he's just getting new mods in because we weren't there?
Yeah, but we're finished now.
What do you mean, Tori, and it will be you soon? What does that mean?
What?
Baby number 3?
I am. I'm having a baby this year.
Yes, you're gonna have a baby this year. Pumpkin
Right,
spice
take your baby
was
angel
very
elsewhere.
nice.
I am. I want a baby.
Mate, I dropped down to fucking eat and then come back up.
Imagine demodding Michelle. That's crazy.
I would never Michelle. I would never demod you.
Is that because I'm not gifting you? Demod?
I would never demod your 47 badge account.
I would listen, Michelle. Even when it says Michelle hasn't watched your live in 30 days, I still keep you as mod. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
See, I'm a real one, Michelle. I'm a real one.
Michelle, when are you finishing work?
I'm not working today. I just came in for a coffee and I'm fucking done.
No, do you know what, Michelle?
I just popped in to
Do you
say hello.
remember? Do you remember Michelle said January the 2nd we're going for it again? Well, here we are.
Here we are.
I started yesterday, to be fair.